Hey, it's me, Jazzy. I don't know where I should look. I don't know if I should look into the camera or I should be looking at myself. Anyway, I thought today I could talk about gender, about the things that have helped me most because I have been on a waiting list for like a year. So finally, the whole process has started for me, even though there's still many steps within that and it's still going slow. At least there's some action, there has been some action, so I'm thankful for that, but I thought it would maybe be useful for just documentation's sake, but also maybe for other trans people to talk about what I have done in this year to cope with kind of the helplessness that you can also feel. For me personally, it was a crazy ass year. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mean to be dramatic, but I've had several moments where I definitely felt like, okay, this is a lot. Um, what the fuck is going on? And I'm laughing now while it's really not funny, but I don't know. That's how I coped, I guess. But some practical things that I was doing was, first of all, and this is actually the biggest thing that I would recommend, but I think it only works if you are a creative person, is to find a project to work on, like to find a project that is going to take time and that allows you to I don't know where I should look also. I don't know. Um a project that really requires sustained effort and sustained attention, and it would be great, I think, if that could be a project that revolves around these topics so that you can express your thoughts and feelings in general. This is what I have done. I kind of tasked myself, I don't know about this angle also, like I tasked myself with making not one EP but two, and then later I was like, you know what, there is an album in here as well. So that really helped me a lot. It was also for me a way to express like any feelings I had regarding like gender dysphoria, stuff like that. And also I was already socially transitioning. I was already presenting more femme and things like that. And that meant also sometimes experiencing some things out in public. Like, for example, especially in the beginning, I really felt like a lot of people would stare at me, which now I don't feel that way anymore, luckily. But for example, that's just one of the things that can happen if you transition, if you socially transition. And I had these songs about this topic basically that I um, would just turn to express myself through a song, and I would really recommend doing that. It could be any creative outlet. It could be music, as a lot of trans femme people love. It could also be, you know, drawing, whatever. Like literally, it could be anything. If you're not really into that, another thing I would recommend is to just record yourself talking, because I feel like it can also be a hurdle to sometimes like actually grab a journal and like physically write. So then if you just make a memo for yourself, that has really helped me so much. And the second thing that has helped me a lot is finding community. And I mean, if you can, I would really urge you to find community in person, because it's very much something that can be very tiring, especially if you aren't really comfortable in your body. It makes sense that you would want to like kind of hibernate and be a hermit, and that's totally fair, that's totally valid, and you should listen to yourself. But in my experience, it really helped me. Basically, I just found a group of transmasculine people that have really carried me through these hard moments that I was talking about before. And I would recommend like maybe seeing if there's some kind of class, some kind of group class, group community. Even if you are not necessarily a lover of like group activities, I would still recommend it unless you feel like you don't need it. Um, so yeah, those are just two things. I don't know. This is really horribly structured. Yeah.